Have you ever been in a silent room, perhaps a meeting or a classroom, when your stomach suddenly decides to make its presence known? That almost bear-like growl, loud, embarrassing, and seemingly with impeccable timing. But why does it happen? Why does your stomach growl when you're hungry? Well, buckle up, because once you learn the science behind it, you'll never look at your stomach or your next meal the same way again. Let's start with the basics. That growling noise has a very fancy name, borborygmi. I know, try saying that 5 times fast. But despite the strange name, the process itself is surprisingly straightforward. Borborygmi is essentially the sound of gas, fluid, and food moving around, or attempting to move around, in your digestive tract. But here's the odd twist. It's not directly about hunger. So, let's dig in deeper to find out what's really going on. All right, imagine this. Your stomach is the size of a big deflated balloon after you've gone hours without eating. Inside, this balloon isn't really sitting there doing nothing. It's bustling with energy, preparing for food to arrive. Surprise! Your stomach doesn't just wake up when food gets there. It has its own agenda. Every couple of hours, even if you haven't eaten, your stomach goes through a process called migrating motor complex, or MMC for short. So, what is the migrating motor complex? Think of it as your gut's janitorial service. When food isn't present, your stomach and small intestine coordinate to clean up shop, sweeping away leftover food debris, mucus, and even bacteria. This sweeping action, which sounds like growling to us, is triggered by cyclic waves of muscle contractions. And here's the best part. It's crucial for your digestive health. Without it, your gut would become a cluttered bacterial war zone. Lovely, right? But let me blow your mind for a second. This process goes on irrespective of hunger. Yes, you heard that correctly. But, and here's the catch, it's during hunger when we tend to hear it most often. Why? Let's connect the dots. When your stomach is empty, it's full of more air or gas, amplifying the acoustics of your organs. It's like striking the drum part of your digestive band instead of muffled strings. Hungry or not, the MMC is playing, loudly, softly, or downright embarrassingly. But now for the million-dollar question. What triggers the body to associate these growls with hunger? Here's the brain-gut symphony at work. As your stomach empties and those cleaning waves happen, hormones like ghrelin, sometimes known as the hunger hormone, kick in. Ghrelin tells your brain, hey, we're running on empty down here. And when these hormonal messages combine with the growling noises, bam, you feel like it's time to eat, even if your body's not in desperate need of food yet. Perfect mind trick, huh? Your body loves to act like a drama queen at times. Now let's address another quirky thing. Why do the stomach growls seem louder sometimes? Well, have you ever noticed that the growling is often most noticeable in the quietest settings? That's not just perception. Sometimes your body adapts. Researchers believe this is a survival mechanism from our evolutionary past. For early humans, feeling hunger strongly was vital because missing meals could be life-threatening. Loud growls, combined with the hormonal nudges, acted as a motivation to eat and survive. This wasn't merely an inconvenient pang, it was a biological alarm. Speaking of strange phenomenon, did you know that the same growls can happen even when you're not hungry, but just thinking of food? The brain-gut connection is so remarkable that simply looking at or smelling food can initiate digestion, even in a cleanly swept stomach. Imagine walking into a bakery, catching a whiff of fresh bread. Seconds later, your brain decides you must consume carbohydrates, and your stomach gets excited. It jump-starts processes like acid secretion and muscle contractions, even if you've already eaten. This is one reason why a pre-meal stomach growl can happen. Literally, your brain plays puppeteer and your stomach obeys. All right, let's move on to busting a few myths about stomach growling. Myth number 1. If your stomach growls, it's proof you need food. While repeated loud growling can be a signal of hunger, it's not the sound's exclusive job. Remember MMC? Whether or not you're famished, your gut's orchestra keeps playing. Myth number 2. A growling stomach is unhealthy. Actually, it's the opposite. Borborygmi often signifies a healthy digestive system working just as it should. If your stomach never made a peep, that might merit a trip to the doctor's office. Finally, myth number 3. Drinking water will immediately stop growling. Not exactly. While fluids can dilute gastric juices, their calming effect on borborygmi is only temporary. Your digestive clock is steady, water or no water. But wait, what about when stomach growls become excessively loud, unpredictable, or even painful? That's when we enter the realm of medical concerns. Conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, food intolerances, or bacterial overgrowth might cause exaggerated borborygmi. If your stomach's band is too noisy too often, it could indicate distress signals worth discussing with a doctor. Okay, but here's another fun fact, just to sweeten the science. Did you know other cultures have their own phrases for stomach growling? In Swedish, they charmingly call it magnor, which directly translates as stomach purring. Compared to English's less romantic growling tone, it seems our Scandinavian friends view our digestive orchestra much more affectionately. Let's wrap everything up. Your stomach growling when you're hungry isn't mere coincidence. It's a harmonious interplay between your digestive tract's cleaning mechanisms, hunger hormones, and survival instincts. We can think of it as nature's way of reminding you that your body's an intricately designed machine, playing music, even if sometimes it's offbeat and a little embarrassing during meetings. The next time your stomach throws a noisy tantrum, cut it some slack. It's busy keeping you alive and functioning efficiently. So, let me ask you, what's the weirdest situation your stomach has called attention to itself? A quiet test room? The middle of a date? Drop your most awkward borborygmi moment in the comments. Let's hear your stomach's stories. Oh, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating facts like this. Your stomach may be growling, but trust me, so is our curiosity. Until next time on Why Facts, keep wondering and well, keep eating. Bye for now.